working hard as we wonder, is sweet corn ready for the 4th of July?
Look at Steve's beaming. Look at him.
We are in what is defined as the state of Iowa. When you think of Iowa, you think about corn. We're surrounded by corn. We're inside of a John Deere tractor with Mike Penick from Penick Sweet Corn. Mike, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
This is the time of the year for the sweet corn, yes.
No question about it. You guys have been hot and heavy. Now, we're up in the cab of his tractor here, and this is the tractor that he uses to follow along as the corn is being picked. Now, let's climb out of here, Mike, because this is where you this is where you're most comfortable, right?
I don't like to pick, so yeah.
So you have other people that are picking. We're going to climb out of here real quick. Okay. But Mike gets behind the cab, behind the wheel of the cab of the tractor here, and you start following the people as they're picking the corn. Now let's go back a little bit and tell people about the whole process of getting the sweet corn planted, and you have to time it out. This is key for you. You have to do a little math and figure out when you put the seed in the ground as to when it's going to come up, and this is ideally the time of year when you want to pick the corn, isn't it?
Yes, that's your whole goal, is to have 4th of July corn, because that's when you have big sales.
So when did we put this corn in the ground?
Well, this was actually late this year for me. I planted April 12th, and there was no way, anytime I planted that late, it's never been ready by 4th of July. But as everybody knows, we've been hot this year, and it just literally exploded things.
And we had the heat, we had the moisture, and
everything.
A lot of people were wondering about what was going to happen to the fields. Chris, if you can look at the ground here, the field is actually in really good shape here. You know, we don't have a lot of mud. Did you have anything like that, you know, in the middle of the cornfields at all?
Yeah, when you go out in the corn, it's a little muddier, because this dried out after we mowed it yesterday. Because it was muddy yesterday when we picked after the rain from Saturday night. But we didn't get near the rain they did on the north side of Des Moines.
There you go. Okay, so let's go keep going here. We're walking toward the corn because we're going to be picking here in a couple of seconds. How many people do you have come out to help you pick?
Anywhere from 10 to 15, depending on the day.
And what time do they get out here and start picking?
We start picking at 5:30.
5:30. Why so early?
Because you don't want the sun up there.
It's stay out of the sun day. We heard Jackie mention that earlier, but we're going to try to get out of the sun here momentarily.
The sun dries the corn stalks off. It gets hot, and then when you're picking, it's harder to get them off of there.
Oh, it is?
Yes, a lot more difficult. And when it's wet and cold of a morning, they snap right off.
Really?
Yeah, it'll take you 50% to twice as long to get it off this time of morning compared to 5:30. I
had never realized that.
Yeah.
All right, so now obviously they're also sharp too. You can feel how rough the leaves are.
And then you get in the middle of the afternoon, they're really sharp.
Because they're dried out a little bit.
They're dried out.
Yeah, so that's the reason you get here bright and early when there's a little bit of moisture. Now, when we came up here this morning, we noticed there was kind of a haze over the fields. Is that pretty normal?
Yeah, there's some mornings it's just wet and foggy.
Now, when it's wet like that and the corn is actually damp, when you touch it, do the pickers like that better?
Yep.
Yep. not even a hesitation.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, actually the best morning is a nice light mist.
Oh, it is?
Believe it or not, they like to pick in a nice light. Then there's no bugs, nothing.
That's true too, didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because a morning like this, you start getting a few bugs out there, and then you're
slapping yourself as well as pulling the corn off. All right, now he gave me some gloves here. Cause we were just going to dive in and grab them, but these gloves have the little sticky things on the little nubs on the side, and this is obviously for traction, right?
Well, yeah, they don't last very long. They're cheap gloves. But
that's all right, but we're gonna put a pair of these on here just so we can play the part, because you know, when you're in Iowa, you know, people always ask you, oh, have you ever worked with pigs? Have you ever worked with corn? And the answer is yes, we've worked with pigs, but we have not worked with corn. And now we can say we actually picked corn in the state of Iowa.
Well, you haven't yet.
Not yet, just a matter of moments. But is there a technique to the fort? Now, first of all, I want to show something else. Something my dad told me about years ago. We asked this question, Jackie and I talked about this a while back. How many ears of corn are on a single stalk? Okay, people, I see hands up there. I see 2. No, that's not the right answer, is it, Mike?
Sometimes there is. See, there's this, but see the difference in the ears? Mm-hmm. See that and good filled out?
This is a good one here?
Look at that one.
That's a renegade
stock. That's nothing. You don't want that. That's a junk ear.
So you're just going to discard that?
Well, you won't even pick it.
You won't even pick it?
Won't even pick it.
So for most parts, one ear per stalk. Okay, so let's start picking, Mike. Where do we go? Which is a good one here?
Well, this right here.
This one right here?
You always grab on the
Okay.
end. Grab with your right hand, because
Okay.
we always pick right-handed.
With right hand, okay.
And then grab and twist.
You're twisting. Here we go. So we're picking. How about that? Now we are going to keep picking here. We're going to go along. That's not a good one. There's another one. See this one here? We're going to keep on picking.
Yeah.
We're going to load up a couple dozen of these.
Okay.
And we're going to put them in the back of the trailer. And the trailer is full. We're going to be ready for this. And we're going to go and we're going to sell these. Tell everybody where we're going to be selling these in a little bit.
We're on 65, 69, 1 mile south of the bypass on the east side of the road, right across from North River Corn Maze.
Okay, so again, it's on the way to Indianola off the bypass. So, folks, come on out and visit us. We're going to be there in about an hour, and we're going to sell you this corn that we are picking here from Penick Sweet Corn, and we will be right back. Here, that's yours, Michelle. Okay, I'll get Jackie's here in just a second. Jackie, that one's yours. I'll bring it back for you. This is CW Iowa live in the fields, in the cornfields, picking sweet corn. We'll be right back.